Hello, Warriors. Good Monday to everybody. Let's have a good week. So we start off with the BOJ tonight. So I'm eyeballing this formation here in US dollar yen going into the BOJ. I see the first drive here was confirmed. I see the second drive here just got a shade above 70. And if there's no big news of the BOJ, like the market's been waiting for forever, I think we could get one more shot up here towards 149. If that happens, I'm going to try and short this thing. Looking for a pullback, maybe as deep as 145. So that's on the docket for me over the next 24 hours. It's going to happen here in the U.S. on about 9 p.m. my time. I'm not going to stay up for the BOJ. I'll just put some limit orders in there up around the 149 level, which would take out this high only by 20. So we'll see what happens there. I'm still looking for the dollar to trade up towards this 104.70 level, and there could be a detour. You never know. So we're kind of in no man's land in the euro. So this is how I'm approaching it. If we roll over here, and just head towards that 107 level, that's fine with me. We're kind of mid-range. And if there's a detour and say the dollar wants to correct, which might happen if the yen forecast is correct and we pull back to say 102.5 or 102, that would be a dollar buying opportunity. Okay, that would be down, would set up a top in cable, maybe over 128, 129. Maybe euro could rally up there, but I'm not going to trade it. So I'm a buyer at 107. I'm a seller at 109.50. It used to be 10.50, but I don't think we're going to get there. And keeping an eye on the commodity currencies, Canada's been a pretty good leader. So if we've peaked up here and Canada put in a pretty negative week, comparatively to the dollar, you see this, see the wick on it compared to the weekly in Dixie, which was, much more solid blue candle, that it's possible that Canada could correct this whole decline from this 132 level. That's a little too long term. So from the lows that we had at 32, which were also forecast, I mean, been pretty accurate with calling the short up here from 36, the buy at 32. Um, Perhaps we're going to pull back to 132.70 in Canada if the dollar takes a detour. And if that happens, it's a buy for a move to above 136. If that happens, maybe Aussie will try and rally back to prior support, which will be resistance 66.50, 66.80, before selling off to what I think is going to be a final low around 64.5. And I pointed out this weekly head and shoulders formation in the Aussie. Here's the left shoulder, 64.5. So maybe we trade 64.5 to 64 in the Aussie for a buy. Something that we continue to cover. No one that's been following me should be surprised by how silver's getting hammered. We talked about it quite some time. I said we'd see a 21 handle, and that's what's happening. And you know how I say to keep an open mind? Um, it is possible. And, most counts are looking to buy at 21.20, right? So, but why don't we look at this? This high was 26 and 26 even. These lows, it was 23.5 bounce, 23.5 weak bounce, 22.5, 22.5 bounce, 22.5 bounce, 22.5 breakdown. And if I just take the measured move from the spike high, that's $3.50. That would measure 19. And no one's talking about $19 silver. No one. Everyone's probably looking to buy right here or at 2120 where there's a trend line going all the way back. And, you know, it doesn't sound as crazy when you see how some of the miners have acted, and hopefully you've taken me seriously and you haven't done anything in the miners to hurt yourself. And I just want to show AG one more time. Sure looked like it was breaking out here, and sure looked like people are saying, well, Dale, you missed the bottom. No, I did not miss the bottom. I knew there was a cycle due in 2024 that we're in. But when you look at First Majestic, you have to go back to early 2020. In fact, this was the COVID low, okay, at 414. And we're only about 40 cents away from that happening. So if silver trades back down to 19, we're going to make not just new weekly, daily, monthly, but yearly lows. And it's not the only one. You look at Endeavor, its low was 90 cents. Okay, Fortuna gave it up last week with a pretty big break. I guess they're having some production problems. This is where I wanted to buy it, but if silver's going to 19, we're probably going to challenge this too. See what happens around this double bottom at 1. There's going to be a fire sale on this stuff. And even the golds, because gold is acting better than silver. Gold's only down 6 compared to silver being down 66. So some of the golds, they're going to make new yearly lows. I don't think B2G is going to take out this low. I don't think that up here I was talking about 36 for Newmont. Newmont's low is down here at 28. It's going to could come close. And when you look at it on a monthly basis, we're near the end of the month, right? So let's just look at a monthly, which tells me that I don't think we're going to have a reversal month this late in the month. Tells me to be looking for the potential of a reversal month to the upside sometime in February. And I'll wrap it with this. You know, we've made new all-time highs in the S&Ps, and we're following through here again. And one thing people aren't talking about, so we now have a 4,800 breakout that we can use as, you know, let the market go, like I said, but next time back under 48, you might have a problem. But when you think about it, the market's making new all-time highs, and the VIX is 2 points above its recent low. So we're up a little bit here, but we're still, well, a point and a half. VIX is not making a new low. I think VIX is a shot. And as far as interest rates are concerned, you know, getting a little bounce in bonds. Maybe this was A, and we're going to get B, and then get a C to the downside. Similar in the 10-year. You know, we rallied to 420. If it breaks down, you know, that's going to be a surprise to me because I thought we'd get more of a rally up towards 440, but it's possible this was all of it and yields are heading down. So the key takeaway from today is to be patient for the buys in Euro and the buys in Aussie, the sales in the dollar, the longs in the minor, and a spec shot in the yen if the BOJ disappoints and does nothing, and they rally the yen back up towards the 49 level. Because then perhaps we could get some type of pullback to 46, maybe even 44, especially if that's all yields having them for now. So I'll see everyone in the room. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. If you like what we're doing here, hit the like and subscribe. And I'll see everyone in the room. Mike is posting great content. He's one of the better short-term traders in equities that I know, and he doesn't just buy, he's opportune on the short side too. And I'll be posting as we come closer to these turning inflection points in the room. So it'd be great to meet in there. Good hunting, and don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Adios.